I was not a good person. You know,
Okay.
like I 100% agree. I was not a
Okay.
good person. I said and did things because I felt like as long as I won, as long as I stayed true to me, like whatever that truth was at the time, like that's it. Like I can make my money, I
Yeah.
could hustle, I could do my thing, and you know, when push comes to shove,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect before you play better button check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful day of checking these buttons. We got a special one today. This is probably, if not one of the best interviews we've ever done. So ladies and gents, without further ado, and also at the end of the video, of course, there's going to be timestamps below, but at the end of the video, we're also going to talk about how to win the $300 cash and the GT Racing Gaming Chair this week. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get it on. Let's go. As promised, we are here once again. We have another amazing interview. I didn't think we were going to be able to do it, but we're here with the almighty Chris to the G. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris G in the building. Thank you, sir, for taking time to do this. I actually just sent you a message, I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. And then I woke up and magically had a response. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, he's down to do this. This is awesome, man. So I appreciate you taking the time, bro.
Of course. I mean, like, I'm down to answer whatever questions. You know, I'm just chilling here in Vegas, and
oh, right on. That was one of my questions. Okay. You know, that was one of the things. Is let me ask you this. I know, isn't Gutex out there as well? Do you guys know each other?
I heard he was down here. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to many people in a while besides for like Justin. You know, Punk, Marn. Marn is my roommate right now.
Oh, really? Okay,
And,
that's what's up.
Yeah, and pretty much just like the crew that we would hang out with, you know, at tournaments.
Right.
Like we still kind of talk to each other.
Well, that's what's up. Man.
Gutex and them, like I haven't seen Gutex, Mike Ross, and
Yeah.
like Combo Fiend and the rest of them since tournaments were around.
Going through what you recently experienced, does it make you look at sponsorship differently, or does it make you less trusting, or does it make you, I don't know, maybe just more aware to how easily things can change?
Okay. I actually, you know what, that is a fantastic question. I love that you brought this up because I feel like sponsorships in the FGC are absolute lies.
Okay.
They're bogus in all uses of the word bogus, and like I was just talking to somebody, was it yesterday actually, about how like certain people got signed and like certain people are looking for others to get signed, but there's no money involved, there's no anything. And somebody told me that they had gotten approached, like I kid you not, like literally yesterday somebody told me that they had gotten approached and the only thing they were giving them was what's their favorite word that they'd like to use?
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say. What is that shit?
Exposure. There you go. Exposure. Oh man, that's a SAT word. I feel like I'm back in high school, you know?
Exposure. Yeah.
Right now they're looking to just take anything, you know, and they're
Right.
calling it like, oh, you know, we're trying to get the finest content creators and so on and so forth. And I feel like nothing's actually really happening with it. They're just kind of taking players and using names.
Yeah.
But like my experiences with sponsors since I've been in the scene, almost all of them have came and gone, right? So if you take me personally, right, regardless of the things that I've said and done,
Yeah.
you know, my results, you know, my following, all that stuff, it's only gotten higher and higher and higher, you know, to the point where I started in 2010,
Yeah.
you know, professionally, and going up until 2020, you know, but even before that, 2016, I won my first Evo,
Okay.
you know, so it's like throughout the years, I have been, you know, progressively just doing good in general. And, you know, I think I've had one of the most sponsors in the entire scene, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like I was Local Battles, I was EMP, I was Finger Cramp, I was AGE, which AGE, literally I woke up one day and AGE was like, oh, you're done. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, everyone's done. And I'm like, what? You just told me like 2 days ago, you know, make a list of the tournaments that I'm about to go to. And then they're like, oh, sorry, we don't. And then specifically, they told me that we don't owe you an explanation. Specifically, remember winning a tournament. I won Marvel,
Okay.
and I got top 8 in Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5. I got top 8. And they were like, and I was like, oh, yo, like, it's good, right? Like, yo, so, you know, you're going to talk to the other people and get things worked out? And they were like, nah, but you didn't win. And I was like, wait. You actually expected me to win Street Fighter 5. You're telling me, I think I got like 5th or 4th.
Yeah.
I was like, you're telling me that winning a tournament and then getting top 8 in another one was not good enough? If we're being real, I was stupid, because I'm telling you right now what has happened.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now what's happened to the scene with DMG, Circa. I forgot what they were. There was like 5 other big ones that exploded as well, and like I believed it again, you know. and I remember everyone telling me, you know. I remember even leading up to the days of moving to Seattle, they were like, "Don't do it. You're gonna be let go." I was specifically told this, like, you're going to be let go.
I really liked when who was it? Punk's sponsor. Who's
Echo
Punk's
Fox?
sponsor? Is it Echo right now? Is he with Echo?
Panda Global?
Is it Panda? I think it's Panda.
No, Panda.
I think it's Panda. Well, you know, he made that you know, when he raged against Alex Myers recently because of the lag and whatnot, called him a bitch, called, I believe, Via a bitch. You know, he apologized to Via. He ended up apologizing to Alex, but it was a big thing, you know. They came out on his behalf and said, you know, we see what he's done, or whatever, but they were like, you know, we believe that he apologized. It's all good, basically. You know, we also saw that on Esam's side, where his sponsor came out, you know, because they revealed these tapes of him saying the N-word like 6 years ago. And a lot of people were trying to put that against him, but his sponsor came out and said, no, we've seen him grow. We know he's a different person. No punishment. So a lot of people were actually pleased with that, because they were like, that's what's up. You know, it seems like a lot of people were afraid that the FTC was going the way of punishments and all these bans. You know, it seems like we received some this year more than any other year. And there's no tournaments going on, which blows everybody's mind. But it seems like everybody was kind of going with the bans following the mob mentality. And they were almost basing their bans or their consequences going off of whatever the mob mentality was on Twitter, specifically Twitter. So when you have these other sponsors that actually came out and said, or, you know, for these particular players saying, no, we don't think they should get penalized, or no, we believe they've grown, it almost does seem like it's a step in the right direction. Would you agree with that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
What? I am. Like I said, like when you decided to hit me up for these type of interviews, I feel like I feel like you know exactly what's the type of answer I'm gonna say. When it comes to the whole cancel thing in general, what is growth? What is growth to a person? Like
Right.
I understand that people do wrong and they should be punished, right? Like, yeah,
Right.
let's be real. Like my own experience, I should have been punished at the time, right? Like when I had said it and I realized how bad it was,
Right.
like the first thing I did was hit up my sponsor because I was panicking. I was like, dog,
Right.
like
I remember you saying
I
that, yeah.
messed up. Yeah, like I legit messed up. I was like, yo, I don't know why I said that. I was
Right.
just acting a fool. I was not a good person.
Okay.
Like I 100% agree. I was not a
Okay.
good person. I said and did things because I felt like as long as I won, as long as I stayed true to me, like whatever that truth was at the time, like that's it. Like I can make my money, I
Yeah.
could hustle, I could do my thing, and when push comes to shove,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
A lot of people are trying to make it out to be like Nicole, that it's because she just took over and she just saw this, and because it just got to her desk, she was like, nah, we ain't having this. But then others people were saying, no, she's been around for like a year or something like that.
Yep.
Now, was that the case? She's been around for a while, right? She just did it. They were trying to make it seem like
Yes.
she just got the job. And
No, people like to make excuses for a lot of things. She been new, and the reason why I'm saying she knew is because she's obviously tweeting. She's obviously tweeting, so she is a social media user.
okay.
And a lot of the things that she would tweet out would get hateful comments about me,
Okay.
and they would post it quite often.
Yeah.
So, like, let's be real. She saw it. And unless she's really gonna act like, oh, I just say things, I just do, social media stuff and hit send, and then I don't look at my phone all day. Like, that's not real. I was on the team for a whole year
Yeah.
while you were the boss.
Yeah.
So at that moment, like, you should have known about all your players.
Right.
Especially when random people bring it up, and I remember asking Phil and stuff and my other managers, and I'm like, yo, like, so is everything good? Like, is she okay with it and stuff like that? And it's like, oh yeah, no, you're fine. Like,
Wow.
this is gonna blow over. We're sticking with you, your family. You're one of us forever
Yeah.
until you decide to quit. And like, again, this is coming from people that like I'm chilling with. Like, they come to tournaments sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll go to a bar, get some drinks and stuff like that. Like, these are my bosses. People have been telling me, they're like, hey Chris, like you're doing good.
Yeah.
And like when that moment happened and I got fired, I woke up and literally they're like, hey, you want to go on Discord? And I was like, oh, are we gonna do the apology? They're like, it's not good news.
Oh, man.
And then like I was like, okay. And then that was it. Like, yo, you're fired. I was like, what about the apology? Like, we wrote it. I have the whole paragraph. Like, what's going on?
Wow.
And they're like, oh, nope, you're done. And at that moment, like it all, like the amount of rage, like I felt like if somebody I didn't like was next to me, I would have swung on them like 100%. That's how angry I was, because for those years, I was just trying. I was trying my hardest to just stay like out of trouble. I was like, maybe it'll actually pay off if I do the right thing.
Yeah.
And then boom, like I was just like, dog, I hate people. I hate the FGC. I hate everything. Like I just want to tell them all. I remember a whole bunch of people hitting me up. They're like, yo, Chris, don't do it. Like they saw me tilting. They saw me, like bashing Cuddlecore and stuff like that. They saw me doing all this stuff. They're like, Chris, it's about to be too late for you.
Yeah.
It's about to be too late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, like this ain't fair. Like I don't care what you think is fair. In actual moral standards, this isn't fair. And like honestly, like I didn't know what to do. You know, so for like a couple of weeks, I was just losing my mind.
Yeah.
You know, and like I could just imagine how many people out there that is like just getting attacked and they're losing their goddamn minds.
Yeah.
And I feel like people really they're not discussing like what this actually does to people. If I wasn't stronger than I am right now, like imagine literally someone just going, all right, you have no wife, you have no job, you have no home.
Yeah.
Good luck. People, you know, getting canceled left and right, especially when, you know, I feel that they didn't do things that you know, it wasn't so bad.
Right.
Like you could understand where they're coming from, and you could see that they're trying to learn from it.
Yeah.
Especially again, if it's something from the past, like if you know for sure, like, oh, I've hung out with that person, like I've never even heard him say the N-word.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that. Where's the context in anything anymore?
Right.
You know, like everyone's just going for blood, and I feel like at some point everyone's just bored. I think boredom is really just coming into play.
I think social media has a lot to do with it as well, and we're butting heads, and that's why you see a lot of mixed reviews. You always see mixed reviews. Like if you go to Twitter, you see one thing. You go to YouTube, you see another thing. It's because you have a lot of guys that are from our generation, so to speak. You have people that are even older than us, and then you have a lot of people that are hella young, and you have a lot of people like yourself. You're from New York. You have such and such. He might be from fucking Texas or Oregon or Maine or wherever. You might be Christian. He might be Muslim. He might be, you know what I'm saying? You got all these people, all these different ages, all these different minorities, and we're all fucking colliding on social media with our beliefs. And that's why I think it doesn't work, because each of us have our own system, our own fucking atmosphere that we grew up in that molded us, and we're trying to push our fucking, our beliefs, our core values, how we were raised onto the next man. And we're literally judging that next man, that next person, that next woman, whoever they are, because they are not fitting into the mold in which I was told a quote unquote professional or good person should act. And that's why I have a problem with it, because I'm like, because you don't agree with what I'm doing doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me the devil. It doesn't make me an asshole. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying assholes and people don't exist. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is whatever happened to let's agree to disagree. Whatever happened to let's be some fucking adults. But you know what? We can still be friends, motherfucker. Like, I got so many friends that are not my same religion, that are not my same culture, speak different languages, but they're still my fucking homies. Once again, I want to thank you. For those of you watching, once again, this is the first time that I actually got to sit down and talk with this man. So I really do appreciate him taking the time. He didn't have to do this. Thank you for the kindness, man. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you to Chris G. He, once again, I said it so many times, but he didn't have to do that. He was gracious enough to sit down. And also, just to be real, I told him in the beginning, we can cut out or edit if you're not comfortable answering any questions. He was like, nah, let's talk about it all. So anyway, big up to Chris G. Thank you again, man. We wish you nothing but the best. And also, for those of you that have been waiting for the GT Racing Gaming Chair and to win the $300, we did a video, me and Dirty Low, just, 2 days ago on Friday. There is a video on Friday, and it has it in the title where it says GT Racing Gaming Chair and $300 cash. All you have to do, I might even put the link in this video, is click on that video. Now, to win the chair, you actually have to have been in the chat. So if you didn't watch it live, unfortunately, you don't have a chance to win the chair. But we're also giving away $300 cash this week on Thursday. So from anytime from now until this Thursday coming up, so you have 4 or 5 days to do that. All you have to do is go on that video and post a comment. We're gonna scroll on Thursday to see who the winners are. Basically, we're gonna have 4 total winners. This is how it's gonna work. 1 winner for the chair, that's 1. And then we're gonna have 3 separate winners to win $100 each. You're gonna get it straight to your PayPal, or it's gonna be an Amazon gift card. So there it is. Once again, thank you guys for all the tremendous love and helping us grow this channel and making this dream become a reality, and one day doing this full time, because it is a grind. Love you guys forever. We'll see you soon. Today is Sunday, so we're gonna see you Tuesday with more Checking Them Buttons. See you soon. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Because you are so good at games with the tag team mechanics, do you feel like that would transcend to you being in a threesome? Like, do you feel do you feel because you're so good, like let's say you Justin and Yipes, I mean, I imagine combos for days on that ass, like literally on that ass, you know what I'm saying?